Not today, say.
About a bitch, or we need to talk some shit through, or this is what happened. He's more than free to do that. But any girl that comes to me and says, you know what your brother did, is getting battered in her shit.
But you was talking capital D type. You was identifying as trans water bottle. But you was really earbud packs.
Listen, me and Kiana have made it 21 years without going to jail behind that boy. Okay? We deserve this party.
Yeah, this is not for him.
Because this party, because it's been plenty of times. Not for him. Yeah, it's been plenty of times where it was close.
Guys.
Yeah. She went away.
All right, cool.
So
we need to address this, because if Kiana tells one more motherfucker that I'm ugly, we gonna have a goddamn problem.
Let's be clear.
For y'all that do not know. Well, after 15 minutes of cutting up and not posting what we need to be posting, we are back. Gang's pretty much all here. Returning to the stage for her summer debut. Like, she I've been on the sun too. Oh, okay, she ain't clear.
My sun is hot. No, I haven't. The sun ain't touched me. It's just dark in here because the weather. Hold up. Wait. There's a little. There we go. You see the little contrast. You see the before and after.
That's the side against the car. That's the side against the car window.
And then like towards the front where the meat at.
Anyway, we're back.
Y'all let me carry on like this is the question. It's y'all's fault.
I didn't say shit. I was making you do it in the I ain't said not a word. But we're back.
Pre-game warm up.
That it was. That 20 minutes that should have been recorded. We're back. Jack of all talks. Once again, your very humble host, Mr. One of One. As everybody's here, go ahead, peoples. Let them know.
It's your girl Keys, aka Topaz, aka your resident intelligent hood rat, reporting for duty.
Jesus Christ. Go ahead, Asylum. Making your grand
tagline. So what's
your grand debut?
I'm Melissa. You want to spell that Malysa, but if you flip it around and pronounce it again, it sounds like Asylum. And yeah, I know that's crazy. Let's get into it. Shout out to the Hello Kitties.
That's a
black one.
Hey,
I like some black kitty. Anyway, we here now. It's summertime.
Hey, that's the only way. Because other than that, I got texture.
There are things in life that I'm like, hopefully, like I'm gonna catch. Like at some point in time, in old age, it's gonna go away. That ain't gonna be one of them. That is not gonna be one of them. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with that memory forever. It is it's officially summer. My thoughts and prayers go out to anybody who has kids who are not in summer school.
Facts.
I feel for y'all. While I'm laughing from a distance because it's not my problem. Not my problem. But I do feel for y'all. I know your budgets are fucked. You ain't got no food in your house. The AC running. It's loud. So once again, my thoughts and prayers go out to y'all. $15. Could it say y'all a lifetime already?
No. In my defense, they wouldn't let me get the $15 special. You got to be a man to get the $15 special.
I'm not here for patriarchy often, but I'll take that one.
Yeah, so if I could have got the $15 special, shout out to Tyrant, but I adore him. But had I gotten the $15 special,
love my nephew dearly. That's my spirit animal.
I wouldn't be getting 8 out of house and home.
That's everybody.
Every day. Like I called his daddy. I texted his daddy. I said, look, I said, it's summertime. And normally I do this by myself. I said, but I'm gonna need some food, child support for the next few months. So when he come over, I'm gonna send a list. And when he come back, I'm gonna need the items to return. Otherwise, I'm not gonna survive. Because with inflation and his summer stomach, I'm gonna have to get on the pole.
So fast. Not retirement.
The city of Oakland is already pimping me handsomely. But I'm going to have to get on the pole in my spare time if they think I can afford this many mini pizzas.
Oh.
And $2 a whop.
Man. Yeah, like I said, I've talked to you people that are out here suffering. And I feel for you. There's a lot of y'all going through it. You ain't the only one. You got one. I have another sister who's got 3, and they doing work.
No, I would drive myself to John George for the summer. Let me check myself in. What day does school start? I'll come back a week before school starts so I can get y'all some clothes so y'all can get out of my house. But until then, y'all can visit me whenever visiting hours are behind the glass because I'll be at John George chilling, linked up against a padded wall.
With a nice warm straight jacket.
Facts. Cozy as a motherfucker. I mean, I don't know if they allow electric blankets in there, but I can survive.
Nah, I know.
Do they have chicken wings?
No.
Can they bring?
They might.
I
don't know if it's gonna be real. I don't know if it's
county food. I don't think I'm gonna eat county food. It's okay.
I'm gonna tell you,
like they experiment on the inmates first, though.
Well,
so it's probably clone meat chicken wings.
Yeah, John George is a little bit higher than Santa Rita, but not by much. They got the same vendor. That I can tell you.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, well, so, let me rethink this and regroup. But I mean, I don't have 3 kids, so I'm not going anyway. But if I had 3, I'd be missing every summer. Every summer. I don't know. Your Honor, them kids raised themselves. I don't know what happened because.
Well, I mean, you might have to raise them like we were raised. Release them to the streets. Release them to the streets. They be all right.
I'm telling y'all, like that's why we got put outside at 9:32 a.m. Your mama woke you up like you had to still go to school. You had to get dressed. You had to get something to eat, and you had to get outside. And they didn't care if all your friends were still asleep. You had to sit outside until someone showed up. Because had you gone back in, you were not going back out for the rest of the day.
Here's your bite.
That's how my mama survived summer because they limited the number of times you could come in the house. So you couldn't be in there eating everything because you had to stay outside. That's how our parents survived summer. And at this point, Tyron finna get locked on that back porch. Don't come in here. Don't come in here.
I feel like that is
smell like outside.
Hence the birth of Kool-Aid in sandwich bags. Because you had to basically pack a lunch to go outside and pack enough for you and your friends because everybody had to bring a little something because y'all was finna be out there all
everybody had to bring something to the table. That's why we don't trip about sharing food now. Everybody had to bring something to the table.
Period.
You brought something. He got the chips, he got the juice, he got the okay. Hey.
Somebody got 50 cents so we can get a pickle off the ice cream truck. What's good?
Or we go, you know what? This is what made us better criminals because we were like, we just gonna rob the ice cream truck.
That's different.
Well, I can't speak for everybody.
I don't think I've ever.
Oh well,
allegedly,
the statute of limitations is up. I don't even live there no more.
Is it?
It is.
Okay.
The statute of limitations is up. I never took money from the ice cream truck.
But you may have got an ice cream or two.
I did it for
the amount of misdemeanor. I'm just kidding.
Well, it'd be a misdemeanor now, but now you in California, if you do it more than once, it turns into a felony. So they don't let you do it.
They had some little boy over here in the news, 5 years old. I don't know if y'all heard about it, but robbed Louis Vuitton store with some friends or something like that. 5.
That's parenting. I don't often be like that's. I don't often go to that's parenting.
Yeah, that's parenting. Because
I do remember I stole from Baskin Robbins once as like a 5-6-year-old, but that was just a fluke. I'm going to eat this and just didn't go to the counter.
But as a parent, let me be clear. Sometimes I get in the car Because Tyron be throwing all kind of stuff in my basket. And sometimes I get in the car and I be like, Tyron, where did you get that from? I didn't realize he had picked it up. I didn't realize he had it. And we are now halfway down the street. And he is in the back seat enjoying his toy that he got for the Morgan Freeman. And
for the $5 free.
I was none the wiser.
For the $5 free.
Right. So
he is the master of his sea, the captain of his soul, or whatever that is.
Right.
Blooms but the heart of the shade.
And so, I have my kid taking something out of a store. Absolutely. But has my kid taken his toy gun to Louis Vuitton and tell everybody put their hands in the sky?
Nah.
How do you not even know your 5-year-old's on the way to Louis Vuitton?
Well, apparently it was a group of like teenagers. So I'm guessing he was with
somebody's little
brothers or neighborhood, little dude from across the street.
Okay, so it was a double parenting flaw because somebody else mama was fucking up too.
Right. But I mean, either way it goes, it falls back on somebody's parent was like, hey, go ahead. I really need that clutch for the summer. I got you, mama.
For real. Probably. Somebody promised them some money.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said what you said because last Saturday, Cocoa Butters, we go in Target. We come out with everything we thought we paid for. Cocoa Butters comes out with a brand new hat and some jelly sandals, baby, that did not make it across that scan. And is happy with the hat on. Just walked out. We looking at Cocoa Butters in the hat. Never clicked. We ain't pay for that hat. Thank you, Target, for pouring back into the black people for once. We're more than a t-shirt, by the way.
Right, yeah. Target was like, we gonna do everything we can because they were like Pride Month, Black History Month. We back. Now we back. We back.
It was the advertisement that said we're back to black for me.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was
like,
that was a good one.
Who was coming up with this shit?
They didn't give a shit who came up with it. They looked at that quarter and was like 1.2 billion. We black people. We's for the blacks. It can say whatever it wants to.
Right.
But who came in the meeting and said we're back to black? And everybody
right. And they're like, yes, that's it.
Desperation.
I guess.
Desperation.
Yeah, that's true.
When your shareholders are talking about suing you, because didn't nobody run this past us, you'll do anything.
They should have used Chat GPT or something because it had to be.
That wasn't right.
Nah.
That seemed almost as insulting as the insult itself.
Yeah.
You weren't back. I mean, you weren't at. Anyway, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, you could have just put some fried chicken on a shirt.
You know what I mean? If you were already there, we wouldn't have had this problem. Yay or nay? Oh, wow.
Either way. Speaking of back, I don't know if anybody's giving it a listen, but Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 6 last night. He did. He came out at midnight. Not last night. Night before last. Night before last. It came out at midnight. Night before last.
You listened to it? Y'all did?
I'm halfway through it. I'm gonna finish it today. I'm halfway through. I saw somebody put up a meme of when they were like, how would you describe the Carter 6? And they put up the Michael Jordan in the Wizards jersey. And I was like, And now that I'm listening to it, I'm like, it does kind of give you that feel like, oh, you're still him, but.
And I feel like they're gonna take that down extra fast because of the Kendrick thing.
Nah, I don't think so. I think it's gonna.
I feel like they're gonna be like, yeah, in comparison to you tried to come out there and do something, we didn't make it.
Speaking of Kendrick, somebody was outside 2 weeks ago. How'd that go?
Oh yeah, looking at Jamiroquai, my man, singing my John.
Well, no, this is for somebody who don't never want to be outside. Went to 2 different concerts in the same week.
Oh,
it was damn near the same 48 hours.
Right.
Well, I'm going to see Beyonce. Who'd you get to go see?
Kendrick Lamar and SZA, and then I saw Ro James, Tamar Braxton, and October London.
So you was being a hood rat and a hoe.
Man, let me tell you something. Thursday night I was out with the young niggas. And then Saturday night, I was out with the grannies and grandpas because grandma had on her mink stole, and me and Tam looking around like, it's a lot of grandpas in here. Like,
first of all, I'm gonna say this right now. I didn't see you or Tam's permission slip. So what the fuck's going on? Because can neither one of y'all be trusted to go out together? So we need to talk about that off rip because y'all can't be trusted in the child pickup line. So ain't no way in hell y'all should have been out roaming these streets and nobody was notified.
It was safe. We was with the grandmas and grandpas.
It ain't never safe. It ain't never safe.
Snap. That's what's up.
Yeah.
How's Kendrick? There's a young man that I follow, Keita the Great. He's a dancer. You know who I'm talking about? So I've been watching him since he was Inch High Private Eye, and I see that now he's a part of this tour. So I've been super lit to watch his IG and see the different clips that he's taken of dancing in the tour and doing the Super Bowl. Super lit for him.
I saw the videos from everybody that was outside because they did somebody did a You Can't Fake Influence montage. And so they had the video from outside Pac Bell Park or whatever it's called.
Oracle Park,
because you could hear the concert coming outside and everybody was just lined up around the bay or on the cove going in. And so, somebody put up You Can't Fake Influence montage. And I was like, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was a lot of people just kicking it outside, dancing. I was like,
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've been gripped up lately by West Coast music. So that the music influence has had a hold on me for a little bit of time. So I know we'll get to that in the end on picks and selections. But I've been on y'all side of the planet with the music here lately because it's been my preference over. But then I think some of the artists I've been listening to, the music is new to me, but it's been out for a long time.
Well, we can keep that going. E40 did his Tiny Desk, and I didn't know I needed it.
How do y'all feel about Anne-Marie's Tiny Desk?
But she did a Tiny Desk like she was on a stage, like she thought she still had a concert going.
Shout out to the go-go music, Backyard Band. I love y'all.
I was with it. I think she should have done less go-going and more singing.
Right.
Because the vocals wasn't. I think she was too excited. And it showed. It showed in some pieces of her voice, like.
Yeah, because she was very amped up to be doing that.
Yeah, so it's like, the songs we used to her belting out. I think between being excited and all the moving and shaking and jumping, it showed in her voice. I mean, I was happy to see her up there. I just, I wanted more vocals.
Gotcha.
I wanted more. I think it felt like everybody had a smoke before they got on the stage.
Okay, so with that being said, here's my next question. Not that I'm asking y'all questions, but since we all here, how y'all feel? How y'all feel about Doja?
Who?
Doja.
I don't know much about Doja. I know little pieces. I know a couple songs, but it's not really my. Nissan Altima is my shit. Shut up, Marcus. But that's pretty much. That's pretty much all I know. Because Marcus was finna start talking shit before I could get it out.
I ain't got nothing to say, boss.
Licked him so hard. He pressed them together, then licked them. He was.
I ain't got nothing to say. You said Ultimate your shit. I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say. Y'all got it.
There you go. But so that's that. Y'all know I still don't watch TV. So I catch bits and pieces of what's going on in bits and pieces and then just catch up with people like, oh, okay, well, how is it? How you feel about it? I think I'm still way stuck on I thought she would be kind of like a cool change, like our children's Grace Jones, I think is how she said she kind of wanted to model. But then I heard her on the interview saying that her red flag was straight black men. And I was like, why would you say that?
I mean,
that's a whole nother topic. I don't even.
Right. So I was like,
I mean, but
because of the influence, they're going to keep getting in her face. Like, what do you have to say about that? What do you have to say about that? And so I feel like her answers are her own, but nonetheless, mentally, if not, somewhere in the stratosphere. So I wonder what type of impact she's going to have, because every representation that we have going on right now, it don't get better. You know what I mean? I'm kind of sick of looking at it. Maybe that's because I'm aging.
Well, here's the question: do you think R&B music is at a crossroads or at a stalemate, so to speak, with what's going on? Because I've seen this argument online a few times where they're like, R&B ain't like that no more, and people's response is like, relationships ain't like that no more.
They're right.
So he was like, they making music that is relevant, but it's not like, when you were head over heels in unconditional love. Now you like, man, this ain't unconditional love. I bought her a BBL. She got 2. I got to go fight her baby daddy. I got to look out for a Nissan Altima. Like, what the fuck is going on? So
I don't know where I don't know what the agenda of the divide is, but it's definitely coming more, back to back and with a harder impact. And I'm just trying to figure out what the bigger picture is. What is it? What's the end game? What are you trying to turn this into? Because in a minute, we're going to be phased out for Tesla robots or Bendy Wendy's. So, like, what is the bigger picture? What exactly do you want the representation to be, and who are we showing it to? I'm not quite sure.
Was it who's it? Timberland just signed. I don't know how you sign an AI artist.
The licensing to be able to use the likeness and all that other. I saw that last night.
Yeah, but I didn't listen to the music, and I kind of was skimming through the article, but she's more of like a K-pop artist or something like that. She don't look like nothing else that we've done or that we've seen. So we'll see how that plays out shortly. And I know people have this giant concern about AI and music and the licensing and how people are doing it, because they put out, I know some people were putting out songs with actual artists, but having AI do it. And I know that's going into the movies and everything else. So we'll see how it plays out.
There's an app called Suno or Sono. I heard Timberland make mention to it, like he did a TikTok where I guess he was advertising them or whatever. And it's like it's basically like a chat GPT, but it makes music. It makes songs. So I was fooling around with it with a girl who's like kind of do you want to learn AI so you're not so scared of it? And I'm curious, but for me it blurs lines because of me being an artist, me doing poetry and spoken word. I feel like that's almost sabotage, or that's phony, and I don't want the two to ever cross. I don't want to get comfortable like that. I just feel like that takes away. In the same way as you're saying about the music artists, the same way I guess actors and actresses and writers and stuff feel about having AI creations itself. But the moral of the story is, so as we're playing along with it, she literally takes one of my poems and she puts it in and says, create a song. It lets you create a genre. It lets you create a voice. It lets you mix genres. So say I picked reggae and jazz, put the lyrics in there, and it literally pops out a song of a woman singing. It didn't even ask me for my voice. Pops out with a woman, and it's a whole song. And she done made a song out of my poem. Now, was I impressed? Yeah, because I can't sing. However, I was also extremely terrified because, dang, I can't release that. Then people think I sing. I pull up to a venue and they like, yeah, do that one. I'd be like, yeah, I can run you this Milli Vanilli, but I can't sing. So now what? You know what I mean? But I'm still torn between how I feel about it. It's still a little scary for me, AI, especially being a creative. It is.
One, I'm cracking up because I still have the video of Homeboy that had the billion. He had the song that took over IG, the $1 billion baby thing or whatever it was.
Oh, $1 Million Baby, yeah.
$1 Million Baby, yeah. If they got a video of him performing live, that poor kid. Like, for those of us that remember what happened to Jessica Simpson on Saturday Night Live,
oh,
yeah, it was not a good day for him. And the cool part is he has other songs that are cool. If you like, because I looked into it after that song got beaten to my head. He has other cool songs, but he cannot sing for the life of him. So unfortunately, that's what it is. My other point is because I have to use I do have to use it because I have to use AI for my job. I'm not terrified of it, but I do see how very quickly, if it goes unchecked, or if nobody decides to set a boundary for it, it's just you're cooked. You're cooked quickly. Like it's not gonna take much because it's already to the point where some of them, like, we went to a seminar on just what YouTube is doing with it, and it's getting it's getting bad. And then of course
absorbing all the information. People are like, oh, it's free. Yeah, it's free because it's absorbing your information so it can continue to get more and more intelligent. Once we all talk to it till we can't talk no more, and it feels like it knows and has evolved, developed, and shot out a pattern, we're kind of screwed. I saw that there were 2 Harvard graduates that just took the Google glasses that's got the cameras on the ends.
The Meta ones? Meta glasses?
Okay, but you can wear them outside and whatever. Okay, so they just use those and now have connected them to a system that when they look at you, it does face recognition and then pulls up your name, your demographics, and any of your information that's online. So as soon as somebody looks at you with those glasses on, whatever the internet recognizes behind your face pulls up to them automatically. Now, my question is, who are you giving those to?
Who do you think?
Right. Any and everybody.
I would be
on TikTok flash sale.
I was about to say, who do you think? I want you to just look at any current event story. Who do you think is getting this?
And then, I live in Pennsylvania. So I'm probably about 15 minutes from 3 Mile Island. So we've been having these UFO looking drones surveying the area because I think Tesla is thinking about taking it over. I'm like, I'm ready to go. That's too close for me.
It don't matter. And trust me, there's already I ain't gonna get all the way into it because I need my job. But it's gone farther than you think.
Already.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, California ain't even chasing you no more. They like, okay, they'll part
when they decided to let the convicts come put the fires out. It was like, y'all go ahead.
It's not even that. Those cats, like, for you to be on for you to go to Cal Fire and all that other fun stuff out here, like, you got to be a low level offender, and there's got to be a lot that goes in to let you do that. That's different. That's legit, like, rehab that we don't normally do. But as far as like the drone stuff, like, California is far. Like, when I tell you other states are coming to California to train on how to use drones because they ain't chasing you no more.
I believe it because you guys are everything entertainment.
They finna let you commit whatever crime whatever non-violent offense that's you committing. They finna film it.
Oh, true, because they can just.
They finna sit around the corner, film it, document it, send it to the DA while they drive into your house or wherever you are, and then it's picking you up. They're not chasing you no more.
I heard somebody say that. Somebody said something about robots knocking on your door, and I was like, what are they talking about?
It's not necessarily robots. It's physical cops, but when they show up, all the footage has been sent off to whoever needs to sign off on that warrant and that arrest, and you go on, bro. And when you go to court, they go play back the footage. Was this you looking up? That was me. Go ahead and head to the back, Playboy. It's it's already happening. I know that's not our normal get down, but we there already. We already there. So you start committing crimes underground or something. But
look here, that obviously is not working. On to the next topic, but that's obviously not working. Half of Hollywood that was underground is now in somebody. Well, yeah,
for those of you
in somebody court, avoiding somebody court, trying not to get their names brought up, whatever they got going.
First of all, I don't know how many more people they're gonna mention in this Diddy trial. But
they get ready to bring us up.
No, the fuck they not.
Let me tell you something. If I'm gonna get checked, I'm like, I bought baby oil. Like, there has to be a class action shoot or something because I'm gonna need a coin. I just feel like
facts. A crash. I mean, what is it? Class action lawsuit. If you want Johnson and Johnson baby oil between 2300 and 2900 South Jackson Street, please.
Right.
My brother, my big brother called me with jokes. He was like, "Didn't you work for Sean John?" First of all, check this out, Playboy. I did in California. I ain't never been to New York like that. Nah, player. I ain't never met Diddy. No.
That part.
Not on this open phone line. We finna talk about this. I
I'm finna slide son off my playlist. Like I don't even want that to pull nobody out. She was listening to his music. Hey, I wasn't there.
Look, now we all know how I feel about music. And
in the person.
No. Sean was doing this nasty shit with baby oil. Me and P. Diddy
had a
still
remix.
got rollies in the sky. Fuck y'all me.
Yeah.
No.
We had a remix.
It's still in rotation. Him and R. Kelly. Argue with your mama. Not me.
I had an argument with somebody about Tori Lanez. I was like, I'm not finna turn Tori Lanez off my workout playlist. He didn't shoot my
Hey, look.
Allegedly.
Until y'all hold y'all pastors accountable, don't worry about who on my playlist.
I'm just saying, allegedly.
I mean, there's a bopper too. It's really hard to, slide off because at this point, it's going to just be a no list. It's just no one's going on the list. There ain't no gospel, ain't no nothing. You can't even listen to no hymnals. I'm not even sure if we can listen to my man play the flute. I'm not sure.
You got
hymnals. Look, let me tell you something. I'm still gonna be in the studio. Egg day on the way home.
We're not finna. What I mean, what are you gonna do? Let me
tell you something. At least 3 times a week, when it's been a long day, I absolutely turn on Fiesta on the way home.
Man, first of all, I ain't even finna hold you. You ain't finna get no judgment from me.
Look.
I know them niggas don't like each other, but I have in the last year turned on Best of Both Worlds.
Yes.
I know them niggas can't stand each other.
Y'all doing great. I'm stuck with the South side, the dirty South side of Bad Boy. Like I ain't never scared. Well, no. Is it I ain't never scared? Is it them? No,
that's you talking about. You're thinking about USDA and Jeezy.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's like
First of all, Jeezy would have to do a whole lot to come off of my phone, and I mean a lot. Like they would have to catch him throwing kids directly into the sun, and I still would be like, but
that kid's
still fired up.
Exactly.
He had something in his eye.
Yeah, that's AI. I would still argue that wasn't him. Like it would take a lot. It would take a whole lot for you to make me all of my Jesus. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, because y'all can't tell me. I don't care what y'all say. Satisfy you still bumps. Like, look,
there's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, and this is old school, but like I was rewatching the Chico Bean and T-Pain podcast, and they were like, when you look at how much he produced and wrote for all across people, they were like, you getting rid of a lot of music.
A lot of music.
When you go into it from that level of how deep it gets, there's a lot of people that you got to get rid of much music.
It depends on how committed you are to the cause. For one, am not that committed.
I stand by what Robert did and what some of these other people have done. Terrible. However, He didn't do it in front of me. He didn't do it to nobody I know.
Gibson Collins without repentance is what it is. So we just gonna bless the Lord for,
There are certain things that like I do, like if I'm in my car and it comes on, I got to turn it off because my mind does go, he didn't make this the way I thought he made it.
Well, yes. Now, if in present time the lyrics are now more like
They a little different. You
but
listen to
let's
them
be clear, it's a lot of that going on across the land. That's not a Kelly thing. That's not a Diddy thing. Because Birdman done said some shit. Now I be like, wait, what? So it's, I think,
But you gotta, I mean, it's watching things like I've seen this when you watch movies with, it's the difference between watching movies when you're 20-year-old eyes and I'm grown eyes. You like, hey,
same with music. Now that you go back,
music is the biggest one.
Yeah.
That's the biggest one because like with music, you like, yo, I really was in junior high.
Oh, yes, back in the day.
I was in junior high, high school, and other things going, hey man. And now you like, whoa, hey, we should have never
belting it out like, and didn't realize Carl Thomas was a whole side piece. But, well, wait a minute. Now she married with kids and you hurt because she's staying with a man.
Brett.
Like now,
this is Shirley.
Yeah.
Right. So now it's like, whoa.
There's a lot of music. There's a lot of music like that. Where you like, yo, he really was just like, what that man got to do with me?
For them streets with 3 or 4 families.
Yeah, like
I mean, that's what Positive K said. What your man got to do with me.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like you listen to it now, you like, man, I would never. But then even some of the music we listen to now still got it, and we understand it. We just go,
yeah,
that's life. That's just
right. It is what it is.
The way this is getting down. You won't have to catch me, but no, I mean, there are some times as I'm riding to work on my one day, I'm like, hey, hold on now. No, as an adult, I cannot condone this. I'm gonna skip past it. I'm not gonna block it. I'm gonna skip it. But I'm not terrible. No, I'm not.
I cannot condone this.
Yeah, and if I'm in the gym, all bets are off.
Younger songs. What I hear, an old Justin Bieber song, or somebody that was like young, still hadn't like, your nuts ain't dropped.
Yeah.
And you singing about some stuff that grown folks ain't even figured out yet. Why are we here?
But I mean, it's like, go back and listen to Usher. Usher is the same way.
Exactly.
Usher talking about
what was he saying to us?
Yeah.
12.
Yeah. Go back and listen to any of it. It's all like that. Candy Rain? For real? that was not a song for you. That was not a song for them to be singing or you to be memorizing. But guess what? Let it come on right now. You're on mute, Melissa. So, but yeah. So
I just said that part.
Yeah, I knew what you said, but you were also on mute.
And then these songs are the last time I went to Hood Fabulous Chucky, Charles Cheese. I'm not sure. Chucky was fat. This is Charles Cheese.
Charles got Chucks and few dice
or something. I'm not
Charles
sure.
is out here skinny.
Yeah,
walking.
What happened to Chuck? That's
Who
Charles.
got his boots on the ground.
Okay, that's Charles. He got a signature
I
and everything.
seen one
that
the
goes
other
like
day
this.
where he was crib walking, and I was like, you know what?
But we went in there, baby, and they was singing on, you know how they got the little Chuck E. Cheese thing that sing the music, and the music is playing Justin Bieber and Usher and all this other stuff. And I said, in the Chuck E. Cheese, so
that Kids Bop.
Man, I'm telling you, it. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? It is what it is, but you have to look at it differently. It's questionable. It's questionable. Where do we go from there with this questionability? Diddy's going to jail. Well, Diddy's not going to jail. They're gonna kill Diddy. It's okay.
How about we talk about this?
I feel like at this point they already didn't sent said spokesperson for. Anyway, I'm gonna just let her be great, but I feel like they didn't already sent the head town hoe out to kind of solidify whatever contract they're gonna do with that. And whether he goes to jail or he doesn't go to jail, I feel like it's already set up for him to be pardoned. So at this point, we just watching it for entertainment.
I mean, I'm just here for the sketches. I'm just here for the sketches.
Because baby, why
they got this lady in there playing in these people's face with them color pencils.
I don't even know if she got any more white and gray pencils left.
She can't. And orange. She uses a lot of oranges and browns. Baby, let me tell you something. The sketches have been the most entertaining part. Some of this other shit is just like shock value,
especially the action shots. But the
sketches have been the most entertaining part of all this shit. Like, I can't wait to see when she pans out at the end of the day. Like, ma'am, like, can you just upload them all to your IG so we could just by day, so we could just flip through them? Like, there has to be a better way. You all right over there? Your mic, cat, because you on mute. Okay. Hallelujah.
Oh, mic ain't working.
Oh. So yeah, I just want to see all the sketches. At the end of the day, could they just put all the sketches online so we could look through them, baby? That's all I want.
Oh, like a little sketch, girl. I need one so I could just see a move. You remember the little book?
The movement book?
I need one of those with a plucker. I know Amazon. I know y'all in AI can invent one. Book pluckers. So we can watch it play out.
Yeah, so I just want to see sketches. I just want to see all the sketches in one place. Like, let me just look them all, put them in order from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. And I just want to look through them all at the end of the day while I debrief. That's all I'm asking. Like, is there, like, can we contribute? Like, is there a GoFundMe? Can I send some pencils? Can I send some paper? Like, I want to contribute to the cause because I feel like this.
No,
this is great.
I don't think that's going to be allowed. I don't think that's going to. You're just going to have to watch it live like everybody else. I don't think they're going to let you.
What, to sell the sketches? We can take screenshots. Somebody going to take
screenshots. I mean, they release which ones they want to. Why can't we see them all?
I know.
Well, I mean, follow the Freedom of Information Act and see what they give you.
Let me get all them sketches.
That part.
Yeah, like, I feel like, like, just let us just see them all. Like, because these have been.
Because they got all types of reporters out there. Reporters I ain't never seen before. Everybody got a YouTube channel reporting live. I'm like, if it's not on TV, how are all these people in there to report what's going on? Or all these people out here reporting what's going on in there?
Well, I mean, you can go, but like I think what it is just like you can't have cameras in there.
So like, there's no camera. So the media
you can
is
go
in there.
Yeah, you can go.
The media is
go in there.
The media can go in. They just there's no cameras, so they can go in. They can, report out, but they can't be there. No, like that's why we can't watch it on TV because there are no cameras allowed.
Then I need to figure out how to get a press pass because these people I ain't never seen before. Everybody reporting live from. I ain't never seen these people before. I need to figure out that press pass. Something.
Excuse me. Sorry.
You don't want the problems. Trust me, you don't want the problems.
I don't want press pass.
You want the problems. As somebody who sat in the gallery and had to be there, you don't want the problems. It's not a fun time. You will get kicked out for anything and everything, and kicked out sometimes comes with contempt. And contempt, go with him.
Wow.
Yeah. Contempt don't come with chicken wings.
Nope.
Contempt don't come with. I don't have enough of a poker face to sit in nobody courtroom or be on nobody jury. They gonna know what's going on the whole time, just by my eyebrows, filled in or not. They gonna know.
I went the good part of 2 decades without getting chose for jury duty, and that happened a couple months ago. And they read my little stuff, and they were like, "No, we get on him." They made me fill out their questionnaire, and like they could kind of show you where you ranked. I was at the bottom of the list. They were like, "We won't talk to him about that."
Not bottom of the barrel. God damn. Y'all ain't got. You ain't got to play on my brother face like that.
To judge your own peers.
Yeah. They were like, "Nah." We good. And then they kicked out basically everybody off the first draw. And the plaintiff came back, or whoever it was, and he was like, you know what? Not the plaintiff, the defense team came back after they kicked everybody out. He was like, we got a deal. We can cut a deal. We ain't doing this for the rest of these cats. I was like, cool. I'm out of here. But yeah, they don't want you to be there. I will say, watching people ask and answer jury questions, outside of it being infuriating, it is hilarious because people were just saying dumb stuff to get kicked off the panel.
To get kicked out.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, they told us it was going to be about 6 months.
No.
People were saying all kind of stuff. They were like,
how do you feel about pigs? I would marry one. You can go home. Thank you.
It was shit like that. That. They were like, well, how do you feel about attorneys? Fuck them.
Right.
Use jury number 8.
Right.
You know, motherfuckers turning into Samuel L. Jackson. Yes, they deserve to die. And I hope they burn them. Go ahead and get them off the list.
That part.
Yeah, they had a full 12.
It's like, it's just so much. It's so much trying to keep up with the orange. It's so much just trying to keep up in general. It's a lot going on. I'm like, God, dog. By the time we look up, I feel like all this shit gonna be rearranged. We're gonna look up, the money gonna be different. School system. People are graduating by just doing their homework on AI or with Chat GPT, whatever. People getting PhDs by doing their homework on the computer and letting the computer do their homework. So then you're going to have people that basically faked it and shenanigans themselves on through, operating on you.
Yeah. I sent out a meme the other day because we've been, of the men in my group chat, we always are like, you got to go to the gym, you got to eat better. It's not good for us right now. I sent out a meme. I was like, just remember, your doctor that's going to be working on you is cheating today. That same dude is going to be in your hospital, at your hospital bed, is on Chat GPT right now looking for an answer.
That part.
So you better go hit that treadmill. Yes, I know. I know you want that double. Don't do it.
Yeah, not the double. Little, listen. They put a Dave's hot chicken here. A nothing but cakes is now here. This is what all I came back to. And a Raising Cane's. Ain't no Whataburger. They even put a Wawa here. Ain't no Whataburger. I need a Whataburger here.
I mean, I don't know, because it's not here. I'm just not the greatest Whataburger fan. Maybe because it's not.
So you ain't gotta miss it.
I'm blanking on it right now, but somebody just bought Dave's Hot Chicken. Somebody just bought Dave's Hot Chicken for like $1 billion, and it's like a brand. You like, where'd you get $1 billion from? But somebody just bought Dave's Hot Chicken.
It's overpriced and overrated. I mean, it's good, but it's not worth like $15 for 3 tenders and a slice of bread.
I've never eaten Dave's Hot Chicken, and we all know why.
But that was my first and last.
Subway. That's where I was confused. I was like,
who is still making them?
Subway.
The same people that's keeping Arby's open.
Well, now hold on. Not too much on Arby's.
After the fries, no ma'am.
After the curly fries and the cheese sticks, I ain't got nothing for you.
Hey,
see?
Look.
I ain't got nothing for you.
Not too much on Arby's.
I've never eaten an Arby's sandwich. Curly fries and cheese sticks.
So they're canceled anyway. You ain't taking Tyron.
Oh no, Tyron ain't gonna eat no Arby's. Now that's a given. Tyron ain't gonna eat no Arby's. I tell y'all that.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I did. I saw that and I was like, where? Where did? I mean, I guess, but I'm like, who? I was like, where did Subway get $1.2 billion?
Jared, I don't.
Money laundering.
I gotta believe that's the case. I gotta believe that's the case.
I don't think that Subway holding that kind of.
They don't.
That kind of cash.
Let's eat on y'all bread at this point. Y'all don't even hollow that joint out no more.
And the bread.
It's not me. That's the best part about it.
I left when they stopped making sourdough bread because they used to have sourdough bread.
When they stopped making the honey oat.
Yep, I'm scooted out because now all they got is that dry ass white bread, wheat bread, the bread with the cheese on the top,
and that
when I found
bread,
when I
artesian or something.
yeah,
Italian herb.
That one.
Where is the sourdough? So I have scooted myself on the sourdough and co. But Subway, so I don't know how they making that kind of money. I don't know how they making that kind of money.
Never heard of sourdough and co.
It might be a California thing, but
maybe.
Yeah. Once I found out that they turkey wasn't turkey and they chicken wasn't chicken, I was like, oh.
I think for me,
there was less than 20% chicken in their chicken. I was like, oh, I'm brother.
Yeah.
Go.
Me out. What used to be, what was busting was the egg salad mixed with the tuna salad with bacon on it. That just them three was going together.
That tuna.
Then one day I went to go and get it, and they went to scoop in there, and it was like all this liquid. Was at the, and I was like, you know what?
That tuna is made out of the same shit they make glow sticks with. That's why you crack it in half and shake it. That tuna is not tuna. Ain't no fish in there.
Ain't no fish.
Ain't no fish in that tuna. That tuna is glow stick juice and sawdust.
Not glow stick juice.
Glow stick juice and sawdust. Ain't no goddamn tuna in that shit.
You can find all the ingredients at the local Home Depot.
Like,
yes, you can make yourself a Subway tuna milk at Lowe's right now.
Baby,
you make yourself a lifetime supply. That shit, no.
And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm bored. I'm bored with food now. I literally been making loaded fried cabbage every weekend for probably the last 3 or 4 months. Every weekend I just buy more cabbage, more stuff to go in it, and make it, because I'm sick of whatever this is out here. It don't taste the same, and it costs way more. It's smaller, thinner, and it tastes like wet paper bag. Like,
what I am here for, even though I don't go because I'm not gonna sit in line for 30 minutes at In-N-Out, but I am here for the In-N-Out Whataburger beef, because they're coming closer together. So I'm here for the turf war, but I'm not.
Do y'all have Buc-ee's?
No.
Nah.
Okay, I haven't seen a Buc-ee's anywhere but in Texas, but I saw that they're building one in Virginia, so I assume they're making their way upwards, and I'm might be excited about them, but
because In-N-Out used to stop in Colorado, but then they started to creep past in other states, and Whataburger stopped in Texas, but they were like, no, we want the smoke too, so they like, we gonna meet in the middle and see what happens.
I'm gonna need them to bring that cup corn lady up here. How you get her up here? Can she just travel stand to stand? Because I need them elotes back.
Well, I had to break it to you. Now it's not the time to be looking for.
She in hiding right now.
I will hide her here. If she make me some cup corn.
Go ahead and call her Anne Frank.
Maria.
She ain't popping out.
Yeah.
She ain't popping out.
Casa and su casa if El make me some elotes. Say.
Because I will say this. There used to be a very popping taco stand that used to come through Livermore Saturday and Sunday nights.
That's the one you were telling me about?
They ain't coming.
Is that the one you were telling me about?
Mm-hmm. I ain't seen
what stand I want to try? Have y'all seen that stand? Mobile, the people that you know what I mean. The people that have the mobile stand and you can bring them a bag of any type of chips.
Yes.
And they just cut it open and just fill that. Oh my God, I want to do that like once. But it's like, what chips do you pick? Man, I didn't thought about Doritos. I didn't thought about just plain circle something. I saw somebody bring a big thing of fries, French fries, had them dump all the stuff on the fries. I saw somebody do it with a pan of like split baked potatoes, and they poured all the stuff on top of the potatoes. But yeah, that junk looked like it buzz. It probably make you run to the bathroom all night, but it's probably so worth it.
Yeah, no, it's
so worth it. Also, Miss Cheddar's for the experience and the food.
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
See, I was trying to behave. You just had You just had to go there.
I don't have to. Speaking of which, I was on ticking and talking the other day.
Uh-huh.
And I came across Miss Shannon and Miss Tori.
Okay.
And they were first of all, Shannon gonna say, "Do you remember who I am?" I said, "Why would you play in my face like that?"
Not do you remember?
I said, "I have pictures of us in my phone, I think, like, and a purse that you gave me somewhere." Yeah, I know exactly who you are. Not Tori. You know, she first thing she said when she get on there, "I've been trying to call you." I've been sending you messages on you. You don't never say nothing back. So I just sat there. What you want, Tori? What were you expecting?
I mean, closed mouths don't get fed. That's all I got for you.
I said, baby, Tori, I see you. More often than I want to most times, but
oh Jesus! Been up past my bedtime too long for the last week. Fix it, somebody. Auntie ain't been taking her naps.
Me either.
Auntie ain't been taking her naps, and it's unnatural. It's unnatural.
Are you going to sleep now? Are you falling asleep or crashing to sleep?
I mean, I fall asleep, but I just have been up like later than my standard issue bedtime. Like last night at, I promise you, 9:30, I was like, hey! Now she just popped out the sky like, boom.
Pause.
And
so the other day, not even the other day, because I don't watch TV often. I'm watching Tubi. I can't even remember what I was watching on Tubi.
I knew it was coming.
But the beginning of that day on Tubi, I'm sitting there and I see her. And I'm like, nah. So I sit back and I'm like, I feel like I know who that is. But it can't be because I'm watching Tubi. So I take it back. And I sit. Wait a goddamn minute.
Let me guess, you was watching the hit list.
I don't even remember what I was watching, baby, but you was in the front of it. Whatever it was.
It's probably hit
like
list.
you in a podcast setting like this. And I was like, get the hell out of here. So, I said, okay, I did not know. But there she go. And I think it even said Mikage at the bottom, didn't it?
No,
it box like this.
No, I was the director asked me to film a monologue of me talking about this dude named Marcus Vincent and how he went ish. And so he just chopped my scenes up in between like all the other ladies, all the young ladies, and a young man talking about this dude Marcus Vincent and how he was.
Okay. And what was I watching?
The hit list.
What was it about?
It's about this dude named Marcus Vincent who is a serial like womanizer, and then he finally meets a woman that he learns his lesson.
Baby, I don't know, but that took me. I felt so slow because you feel like you seen somebody, but you like it didn't click till maybe the second or. It's like wait a goddamn minute. So I seen
my uncle did the same thing. He was like, I know that ain't Miko on the screen. He had to rewind it back too.
Unprompted, because normally my phone and my computer are nosy. So if I'd have said your name or watched something, then it would have like popped up on its own. And like I said, I'm very far and few between even get to sit still long enough to watch TV or a computer. But that particular day, I happened to pop up a movie and boom. I was like, hell, okay. Okay, I'm done.
There you go. Well, there it is. Off the top rope, ladies and gentlemen, Mickey G.
Hola, everybody. Hola. Just finished the interview that
You okay?
I lost a couple of brains, but I'm good. I'm good.
I mean, that's life. You be right. You still have me.
That's not helping. That's not helping.
Shut up.
Hey, Elvis. I mean, I will relinquish my duties, and you can maintain.
Who?
No, me. I will turn her over to you for the summer.
Okay, you gonna take her back after the summer?
No. I'll take you back after the summer. Mika's in charge of you for the next 3 months, and then listen, August 15th, I got you.
Okay. Oh, so you putting her in control?
She's in control. She got it. She got it.
My office hours are from.
She got it. She can talk. She can be your supervisor, your parental supervision for the summer.
You're not just gonna let me roam the earth free for the summer? Can I supervise myself?
Hell no.
Oh.
No, you know you can't go unsupervised.
We talked about this a minute ago. You weren't supposed to be outside with Tan, let alone by yourself.
You can't go unsupervised. We know this.
Ain't enough bail money and quick talking in the world to get you back if I let you go.
Exactly.
Unsupervised.
I can't make $1 turn into bail money.
Yeah, no, there's not enough. I ain't talking about going back to stripping. I would be stripping to get you out of jail.
Okay, closed mouths don't get fed. I was just asking.
I'm not going on Feet Finder to get you out of jail.
You will go.
You're right. I'm just saying. It sounded nice. It sounded great.
I would go on Feed Finder for extra lunch money, as long as it's just finding feed. Now, if we get to knee finder, belly button finder, and above, then I'm out.
Everybody got a kink.
Everybody got a kink.
Elbow finder. I would go on elbow finder.
Exactly. Like there's somebody out there that got there is a knee finder.
Right.
Like I got out there on Beyonce's internet.
I think we were on the track, but we're definitely off it now.
That's all right. Sorry, I was on elbow finder. I'm sorry, back.
Oh, this is the worst.
That was all me.
Karen versus Keisha. I'm just trying to figure out if that's what's going on here. Is a fupa and a apron belly the same thing, but fupa is Keisha and an apron belly is Karen? Because what is an apron belly?
Is that like Dunlop when it just hangs over?
I was gonna say, is it Dunlop disease? Because
it just hangs over it just hangs over the front.
I heard
Dunlop over the front of your pants. Is that what we doing?
I mean, that's another way to say it. But I have just
that's what we used to say. We didn't say no fupa or no belly apron or we had Dunlop disease.
Yeah. What's the difference?
I think it boils down to, I think you are correct with the ethnicity, because if it's fupa, it's kind of brown.
Shelter.
It's brown because as my Latin compadre said, the bigger the fupa, the sweeter the chalupa. I was like, get off my phone. Immediately get the fuck off my phone.
Need shelter and bigger the fupa, the sweeter
the chalupa. I was like, get the fuck off my phone. I'm calling ICE as we speak. You getting the fuck off my phone one way or another.
I'm about to make that a note on my phone.
So however you guys want to play it, that's what they doing over there. So I think
okay, so
that's tough.
I think the names describe themselves. So when they say apron belly, they really mean like the belly that hangs over. But when they say fupa, they're referring to the top part of the vagina that's like this. So they're really two different things.
Right.
But if you have an apron belly, it most likely hangs over and covers said fupa. So they are two different things.
Right.
Apron belly is kind of like, if I would go right now to get a tummy tuck, that's that part that's hanging over that they're going to cut off and throw away.
Put mine to the back.
Yeah, that's your BBL. That's your
Right.
advanced
Yeah,
BBL.
that's what an apron belly is.
Okay, so it's the smile across your.
Yes, that's your apron belly. The thing your belly, it's actually your belly hanging over. That's your apron belly. Where your fupa is like the upper bone area of your actual vagina.
Well, that makes me sad because now I feel like I have both.
Well, this has been another episode of Jack All Talks.
Man, I just got here.
Afraid.
Wild.
We'll just afraid.
Grand opening, grand closing. We here today, going today.
It's wild.
Oh,
I was formulating the question in my mind, so she said that, and now I don't. I ain't got it.
all right. Well, I got a music question. Let's see if we can. So, what's sometimes, huh?
We ain't gonna make it. Go ahead.
Okay. So, what's the last song you heard that you hadn't heard in a while, and you was like, "Man, this shit slap."
Oh, I posted. I'll let y'all go first, but I posted mine online the other day. Go ahead.
All right, Mika, since you just got here, what
Shoot,
you got?
man.
Not shoot, man.
I just posted it on my story, but I mean, I'm a Florida girl, so that bam, 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 on and on and on. That song, I was like, yo, I forgot how much this song slaps, yo. And then I danced to it for like 5 minutes right before I had a shot.
Asylum, go ahead.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying to think. To be completely honest, I think the oldest bop that I've been bopping to is actually Happy Face by Destiny's Child. It's a bop for real in the morning.
That's when it was 3.
Yeah, exactly.
When it's 3.
That song is actually shade.
Right. That's
right.
You know what I mean? When they had flavors. So yeah, when it was a threefold chord, Jesus. Then I mean it was a bop.
Wait, was Happy Face when she told old girl like, "Hey, we can send your luggage. We can mail your luggage." Was that album?
No. This one is like it's like a morning song. I woke up this morning, the sunshine was shining, and I put on my happy face.
The song's still shady.
It's still very shady.
It's still shady.
In the end, it's very shady.
Oh wait, no, you're right. This is when they was 3 because Michelle sings. Her verse is her verse.
When you first recognize that they sound different.
Yeah.
With they
facts.
But yeah, that's been about.
Keys or Topaz, as you go ahead, because you gotta pay these light bills and this food.
Okay, so my song is "In the Ghetto" by Busta Rhymes and Rick James.
Right.
Now she took it down.
I actually have 2. I didn't post the other one, but somebody else posted it, and I thought about it, and I was like, yo, I actually did have to go pull it up on iTunes. It was Y'all Better Not by Boozy. Y'all better not fighting this bitch, because I plan on spending all night in this bitch. I was like, that is correct. And then for whatever reason, I turned on my little John playlist for gym purposes, and Real Nigga Roll Call came on.
Hey,
that's why I don't listen to Lil Jon in the gym no more.
Bruh, what I tell you, they already kind of look at me weird, but when that shit came on and I was going word for word and didn't realize I wasn't just mouthing the words. Y'all pussy niggas dope, man. Y'all, it is just me in the mirror lifting, but my niggas ain't scared of you niggas, ho.
right?
Yeah. See,
so
I'm so glad it's just me in the gym now, because before it went like that, and then I realized I can't listen to Lil Jon while I'm in the gym when there's other people around.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this is not gym karaoke music, but it was that day. This was my question, and I thought about this. So we're going to change America's national anthem
Okay.
What are we changing it to? I know you can't say nuck if you're buck. That's already been chosen. That's where I got the idea from. Shout out to them.
Okay.
But it cannot be nuck if you're buck.
Sign language by Ice Cold, Bishop, and Reasons. Period.
International Players Anthem.
Okay.
Can I double down on In the Ghetto?
I need a hot girl. Just the beginning. Dun, dun.
I feel like we should just double down because here every day it gets ghettoer. We are just a third world country in a Gucci belt.
And that's it.
And it's getting worse by the day.
I actually was like, you know what? Speaking of old school songs, was Lil Jon was playing, I was like, mine is gonna be Bia Bia.
Listen,
we may not have it, but I dare you to come take it.
It's either that or the close second. This is America, because why not?
Oh, well, yeah, obviously. Yeah. He wasn't lying.
Yeah.
That could be the walk-in song for the vice president.
Yeah, because
That's a walk-in song.
not the walk-in song.
Oh, when Too Short said, "How come I can't mention your name without getting cussed out?"
Yeah.
that is where we're at currently. So, but yeah, nah, there you go. I'll take that.
You don't want no problems. A little scrappy.
There's also that.
There's that.
That too.
Meek Mill 100 shooters.
Meek Mill, Nightmares and Dreams.
Bad.
Just hold up, wait a minute.
Y'all thought I was finished?
Exactly. I feel like when everything comes out and everything is placed right and Kamala Harris is made president, that should be her walkout song.
Nah.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was like, if she came out like that, I'll be like,
oh no, it's gotta be. Oh, why do I always forget the name? But no, DMX has the perfect walkout song fed off of Flesh of My Flesh.
ooh,
Well, that nigga said, "Dum dum."
I like Flesh of My Flesh.
Yeah, that's the perfect one right there. Like, oh, okay. We're just not gonna be politically correct at all today. Not today.
Not today. We might circle back tomorrow, but today.
Yeah. Nah, not today. Hold on. What is that?
After everything that we done been through, ain't no such thing as being politically correct anymore.
No.
You might as well just speak your mind at this point.
Say what you said. But here's the thing about that. Like, I'm for getting it off your chest, but do so appropriately because motherfuckers ain't got the temperaments.
Oh no.
They have a dialogue.
Get whatever you gotta say off your chest, but be mindful of your tongue.
Right.
And your tone. Because this is probably the reason why I can never be a congresswoman. Because first time somebody come for my jugular, I'm coming off the top of the desk.
I'm telling you, I'm jumping off like Lilo. Like Lilo.
Oh.
Listen. Lilo is my spirit animal.
First of all, I'm still boycotting Lilo and Stitch, the live action.
Me too.
I mean,
because they thought they was slick. No.
She put them paws on her, but she knocked the wind out of her ass when she knocked her off that stage. Though.
No, you can't. No. That was a vital part of that movie.
It was.
How did you, in good conscience, recreate that movie and you altered that? No. That should have been authentic.
I think
that
they were trying to.
Was genuine, and it should have remained untouched.
I think they was trying not to promote child violence, and so that's why she just pushed her. And when she pushed her hard. Like when I saw it, I was like, "Oh damn!"
Here's the thing: I always forget his name, but Angela Bassett's husband obviously plays Agent Bubbles or whatever, and I'm glad he got the role. However, Ving Rhames is still alive, and how dare you?
This is true.
But can you put Ving Rhames in anything that would be considered a children's referencing point at this point?
Why not? He's selling car insurance and Arby's. Why can't you put him in a child movie?
Well, here's why. Because they're Disney, right?
Yeah.
So under that, because, and this is just my thought process. So I think Ving Rhames, I think of a couple different things. Nothing against them. I mean, you got to get your bread. But I think Pulp Fiction. I think Holiday Heart. My question is, do you think that they would have pulled him into that role?
He's already played the character.
Right.
No doubt about it.
He's the voice of
the original.
He was the original.
Yeah,
he was the original one.
Was he?
Yeah.
Under that company?
Yeah.
He was the original Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, the original Lilo and Stitch. He's the voice of that agent is Ving Rhames.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no. And my third and final point, and you can disagree if you want to. Lilo's sister was caked up and caked out, and she is not in this movie.
Oh.
Therefore,
she was double cheeked up in the original cartoon.
You're not finna ruin my childhood for me by bringing. Granted, old girl is beautiful, and shout out to her for getting the role once again. However, how the fuck ever Lilo's sister was walking around holding on.
KK.
She was dragging a wagon.
Standing up, and that ass was still sitting. No, I will not give you my money, Disney.
I like the movie.
I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I hope it gets all this money. Everybody goes on.
This is about principle. These comments.
Oh no, I mean,
about principle.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I am still like, even though she pushed her off the stage, I still was like, it would have been if y'all would have doubled down on it and had her push her off the stage and come off the top of the stage. Like, even if she would have just came off the top of the stage and looked like she was about to put the paws on
people's elbow.
Right, give her the people's elbow as she came off the stage. All she did was she shoved her really hard and knocked her off the stage, and people was like, "Oh my god!" And it wasn't that. And then, spoiler alert, it's not even at practice. Like, they're at an act. Like, people are watching them.
Oh no.
And I was like, nah, that's not how it was in the original. They was
right. Don't make my girl Lilo look like that. Don't do
right.
Lilo.
That kind of did make me mad because I was like, why would y'all make her
ass whooping, and it should have remained as such.
Right. So for those three reasons, I will unfortunately be forced not to give Disney my money.
How y'all feel about Sinners?
Go ahead, Mikage.
Fourth time was a charm. Actually, I done seen it like 6 more times.
I was about to say you saw it 5 times. You about to say you saw it 5 times in the theater, then bought the collectible.
No, I saw it 4 times in the theater, and then I got it on digital, and then I watched it an additional 3 times because I can, and I love that movie, and not just because of Michael B. Jordan. Just,
I mean, I watched it.
We're so proud of you.
I watched it.
I am so proud of you with your scary ass.
And I only spent like a few minutes under my blanket, and only because I don't like the sight of blood. Not because it was like hella scary. I just don't like the sight of blood. So there got one point in the movie where it was just, and I was like, oh, gotta go. But it didn't help because I saw it in Screen X. So even under the blanket, it was still on the wall.
She's on the blanket like this.
Yeah, exactly. So it was still flying against the walls and shit, even though I'm like this under my blanket. But I took my blanket because I'd be cold, not because I was looking for a place to hide. But I did end up under the blanket for a few seconds. But I went and I got my money's worth. I watched 99.9%.
That's all we ask
of the movie. I didn't leave early.
I told you wasn't
outside.
I told you wasn't gonna be scared. It's not a scary
I'm proud of
situation.
you for paying for it and not finding the bootleg version.
Well, I wanted to see it in Screen X. I wanted to see it.
What is Screen X?
Screen X is where the screen is extended, so it plays in front of you and along the walls.
Woo, I need that in my life.
Oh, that sounds dope.
I need to watch Jaws like that.
Sphere.
Yeah, so it plays.
Like, I want to see something, a movie. It doesn't even have to be a concert necessarily, but I want to see something in that sphere because it looks like it's hella dope as a submersive experience.
Yeah, that would probably be the only reason I go to Vegas at this point.
At this point,
ain't too much else jumping off in Vegas for me at this point. But I don't think they have one here, but I'm waiting for them to bring the that full feel with the sports bar, because I definitely want that.
Oh, that would be dope.
I know they have one in LA, and obviously I could, but I ain't. But if they bring one up here, I'll go. Where you feel like you sitting on the field or you sitting in the court when they're playing, like I do want that. But
that's gotta be dope.
That's
That's the same as putting on the Metaverse glasses, I would assume, only it's now an open form experience instead of you just having it to the conformities of your face. Did y'all hear the report of the lady that's suing Meta because she said that 2 people inside the Metaverse raped her?
I didn't hear that story. And outside of laughing, not that I believe that sexual assault is funny. Let's not go there. But
take the glasses off.
I don't see, this is where I get in trouble, because I look at this like I look at cyberbullying. They were talking about me online. And we're done.
Right. They were harassing me. Welcome to the block party.
That's what a lot of the argument was, but her argument was, but I paid to be in there. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, but you also, if you're also talking to these people. So she says that they got her character drunk and then took her in the back room and assaulted her person.
Yeah, her fake person. But I'm like, 1, it's not a real person. 2, at any point in time, take it off.
What?
Why are you watching?
Unplug it. Just unplug it. That's all you gotta do.
All you had to do was take.
Yeah, but that is.
She said she paid for the experience, not that part, but she basically paid to go onto this app. So she was submerged. To her, it was her reality. So she felt like it was happening to her in real time. And because the objective of the game or whatever, we know people that are into that real heavy. But because she said that it was basically her reality, she couldn't take the glasses off because she basically is lost in this world. So she felt like as it happened to her person, it happened to her.
Oh, so
people that's locked downstairs and they mama
she ain't got it all upstairs.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
So you already have a loose grip on reality in the first place. Is what you're
Facts.
That's what I would. That's what. That's what it's given.
You shouldn't have been in the Metaverse. No fucking way, man.
You shouldn't have been there in the first place.
If you already think if you already think that this is real life.
Yes.
We've already got a problem.
And I've got a padded room for you.
Nah, I ain't got no padded room for you, but I got a pen and paper and a field you can go play in.
Hey,
let me show you.
There's only room for one of us in the padded room, and sorry.
But yeah, I thought that was wild. I was like, okay, everybody's going to test these waters. You better believe that as these robots are coming in, tech savvy people, like my sister is a big tech savvy person. And when I first heard about them literally coming out with the robots, because they were coming, but like now they're here. And I called my sister. I was like, bruh, if I ever come over your house and a robot come out the back, I'm gone. I'm not at the place where I'm ready to literally have a robot walk up on me. The little joint that be like, boop, in the grocery store that follow you up and down the aisles is enough. And that's just a little, well, at least over at our grocery stores, they got this little thing on wheels that goes through. They say that they're scanning the inventory to keep up with the inventory. So it just rides up and down each aisle at the grocery stores here. And they put little eyes on it and call it Buddy or something like that. But I just can't imagine like going to my friend's house and there's like a robot. I'm nervous for that.
I mean, it's already here. So
I'm just waiting to hear that.
I'm just waiting for our robot to happen.
I'm waiting for the first person to be like, I got a sexually transmitted disease from a robot, and I'm going
to
so hard.
pregnant.
Now
They
you
gonna say it
got,
all.
now
No,
you got,
you can't
now
get
you got the
pregnant. Well,
4K bot.
Well, you know, but I got questions. I got like, okay, you got an STD. Which STD did he give you? Like, I got
The
a
4K
real
bot.
It's
question.
a virus. That's all they know.
Like,
You got that.
right, but I need
you
to
got that
know.
electric. You got that electric chlamydia.
Okay.
Yo Johnson glowing from now on.
But they are trying to create
That thing radioactive.
artificial wombs. Can you imagine?
Yeah, The Matrix. You ain't seen all 5 of them movies?
Japan is already creating artificial
Yeah.
blood, so you know.
Oh, really?
We're there. We're there now.
Still
I'm
gotta
like,
get there.
bruh, and I know pregnant robot with a see-through stomach just walking around the grocery store with a grown-ass man like everything's okay. Can't.
That in it, honestly, probably that would be like a future, like for the future, that would probably be how they do surrogate mothers. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you have a person that doesn't want to carry their child, they'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna put her in this robot, and she gonna carry the baby."
That's what I'm
'Cause I
thinking.
ain't doing it.
We'll have a bunch of people pods.
I'm gonna keep.
And then one more time, there will be even less use for females. And what else is there for us to do?
I mean, they already got dolls, so
Child, and be wearing them out.
there's that.
If I ever go to my partner's house and he has a full-blown sex doll, we gotta talk.
That part. Robot, Bendy, Wendy, I'm going home.
We gotta talk. We gotta
Period.
talk.
But it's crazy how Hollywood has pushed out so many movies about
There's like 8 of them.
right of men having sex with robots that look like women, and
Preparing.
They're not preparing. They just, sometimes we don't want to talk to y'all.
wow, that's crazy.
I ain't got
That's the thing.
Okay,
insane.
and I get I hear that.
we ain't got time for the back and forth.
Some days I don't
You
want
know
to
what?
talk to me the fuck either. Hell, I acknowledge that, but to the extent that you need to hop on top of a polyurethane doll,
I'm not. First of all, I'm not going that route. I
mean,
understand.
not you, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying in general, like
Right.
But I mean, like, if you think about, like, I mean, we all know married people, and like, you hear some of the stories of like trying to keep that shit going or trying to figure out whether or not you in the mood. Not today.
yeah.
Not today.
That's true.
God damn it.
It's
Not goddamn that.
with a body. And I mean, salute. But I feel like in a minute, like I feel like we are, and again, only because everything that I source, and maybe it's just what's on my timeline or kind of whatever. I don't know. There just seems to be a really bad male versus female. And don't get me wrong, it's always been that to some extent. But I almost feel like we're being faded out, both as humans. The men are being phased out for whatever they do. The women are being phased out for whatever whatever we were. And again, I'm just trying to figure what's the bigger picture. You don't want the men and the women together. You don't want us to procreate. Or like, what's the bigger picture? I don't understand why all of this is a big push out or push off. Like,
I think some of it is
everybody in the house where this is all we do and we never interact with other humans. Like,
it's I think there's a lot of things. I mean, part of it is your algorithm will have you depressed, and you gotta stay ahead of the game.
Google.
Yeah. Your algorithm will feed you some shit that you be like, yeah, you know what? Fuck all these bitches, but just like, hey, wait, hold on now. You had a bad day. Relax. Regroup.
Right.
So there's some of it is that, I mean, there is we talked about it. I think we talked about it last time with the birth rates being down and things of that nature, at least in America, the birth rates being down.
Yeah.
And all that other fun stuff and how you want to go about it. But that's a far deeper subject and all that other fun shit. But I think it's just the lack of it's just the lack of diversity in your algorithm, because it don't take much to watch 2 videos and now all of a sudden, you know what,
baby? The first time I see somebody eating a cow head, I make a video. Keep. This is disgusting. For that next month, I haven't seen people eat monkey paws, bear paws, feet, and elbows. Here's
the question I thought about earlier, and I got off track. But now that we're here, we're back to full circle like we normally do. what is the algorithm thing that you have gone down the rabbit hole? You like, how did I get here? What's the one thing you were like, man, I didn't even think about this, but now I'm 28 videos deep going, but why?
That watching people both heads and dig in the nose and with the juice, or watching people boil frogs and stuff. There's like they put eels in them or eggs, and then they boil them in a little joint that look like a hack from Big Trouble in Little China, and out pops out the frog and they tearing it up.
Oh,
An hour later, I'm watching somebody hook their babies up to a cow to let them feed. Yeah, I be going down them foreign food.
I don't know what your algorithm is on,
baby.
I'm glad for one to not be over there.
India, China, in the backyards of God knows what, eating rocks, fish, whoever.
No. I'll go ahead. I went down the rabbit hole of white women messing with animals.
Oh God.
But no, it was some of the shit like this wolf broke into this lady's house. Oh. And she walks downstairs and she was like, look at this dog, it's so cute. And everybody somebody's like playing the comments on the side, and they're like, yo, somebody go get her. Somebody go get her right. It's a full-grown gray wolf stomping through her living room and kitchen. And she was like, how do I pet him? And do I need to feed him? And everybody like, yeah, you go down there and feed him. Go down there and
feed him if you want to.
Go down there and feed him if you like. And it just, once that happened, it was just like one after another. The lady that was sleeping in the bed with like a 15-foot boa constrictor going, it's just my pet. I'm like, what? Then the video of the
wake up in the morning in stomach.
But here, this is where it gets to. The video of the white lady who was telling her and her husband are out in a state that you should never be in, Florida, on the river, and it's an 11-foot crocodile chilling on the bank. He's like, we need to go this way. She's like, no, let's get closer so I can get the video. Cut to the news story of the 11-foot alligator that ate 2 people.
He was like, it's like, no, we need to get closer. How do I?
Yeah. She's like, no, I want to get the video. Okay. She went to go get that video. Alligator knocked over that kayak, ate both of them.
Okay, I got a question though. How about when that deer whooped old girl's ass?
Beat the brakes off of her ass. But here's the thing. There's a video that explains why she beat the brakes off of it, and it goes back to white women trying to touch shit.
Yep. That's what I said. Baby Bambi whooped her.
Bambi was trying to save her baby.
Hey, that's what you got to do. I'm here for it. Don't get me wrong.
She was like, you can catch all these hooves.
I don't condone violence, Bambi, but I understand.
But yeah,
I was like, she put paws and feet. Like
feet,
and I applaud the camera person because baby, they did not miss.
Listen, I'm not mad at them.
The fact that they never intervened, they were just like, ooh.
It was like this whole time.
I mean, would you have intervened?
Oh no, hell no.
Hell no. Yeah.
I would know like this too.
Because let's be clear, you have to record it, because had I called y'all one day and said, hey, yo, I was at the park and I see Bambi beating this lady's ass,
I'd have believed it.
I'd have like, send me the footage.
Right.
I need to see this. Because send me the footage.
You record some shit because nobody's going, you feel like motherfuckers ain't gonna believe me when I try to tell this story. So you record just so you can be like, no, look, I got receipts. Or is that a cancer thing? I don't know. But
my phone stay ready. I see some foolery, I'd be like,
I don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is not my testimony, because I see some shit and I'm like, oh, that ain't got nothing to do with
me. Nah. Let me go. In fact, nobody gonna believe my story if I tell it. They'll be like, no, I got
you ain't got to believe me. Just know I seen it. And when it happened to you after I warned you, I told your dumb ass.
Somebody probably did warn her before she carried her natural ass over there to go and try to protect that baby deer. They probably was like, hey, you might not want to go over there because mom is right there.
Right. Fine. That was why I felt that That's why I thought it was so interesting to see the video of him explaining. He was like, they leave their babies next to humans intentionally.
Yeah.
Because they were like, if it's a heavily trafficked human population area, no predators go over there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You became the predator.
That part.
And she ran back over and was like, hands and feet.
Right.
Hands, feet, hooves.
Hooves and paws.
Damn. Missed that. I missed that. I gotta find the link.
Yeah.
She was not playing on today.
She was not.
Nah, and that I've never seen nobody get hit that many times and just not get tired. They're like, you don't realize the stamina a deer has until it's whooping your ass.
Baby.
That and the crazy part is like she didn't even try. She didn't try to run. She didn't
the phrase is ran like a deer. Where you running? Where you running? That is the phrase. She ran like a deer. You ain't never. When you watch the National Geographic, the one animal that always gets away is what? The gazelle.
Right.
African deer.
That's tough.
Where was you gonna run?
She was just catching them. She was just catching them hooves to the face,
baby.
To the face. That's terrible.
She had to go ahead and take that ass whooping.
Where was you gonna go?
There were no other options. There were no fucking other options.
Who was filming is always my question. I'll be about 3 or 4 minutes into a video before I realize somebody's filming this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably somebody way across on the other side, and they zoomed in on it. It was like, watch this lady get her head pumped in.
Animal control, like
listen, if animal control ever records some shit like that
in this phase of that ain't none of our business.
Facts.
Yeah, it probably was Yolanda going, I told her ass.
Don't take a dumb ass over there.
I told her ass.
Always out there in the woods.
It was like, just leave it alone. Stop messing
Becky,
with
get
me.
up. Becky. Fuck it.
You finna go over there for real?
Okay.
We ain't talked about the deer, only saved the bear.
Look.
But it'd be all that shit.
That deer did not need no help because
Listen.
rat-a-tat-tat on that ass.
That baby started crying and his
Now
mama came running.
Now that is the live animation that Disney should have fucking took heed to. That is how.
They ain't even done a live action baby movie yet, but I feel like
First of all,
come on,
like
since y'all left it out of Lilo and Stitch, can we get it in Bambi?
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I don't think any of us are still mature enough to watch Bambi get dumped, get Bambi mama getting laid out like that.
No,
you couldn't see that real time.
No.
You couldn't.
I couldn't even watch live action Lion King without tearing up and saying same feelings.
You could not watch. You could not watch Bambi's mama get laid, just get dotted. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. It's not live action version. You couldn't,
unless you're a hunter.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Even as a hunter, you would go back to your inner child and be like, "They really doesn't air baby mama. You gonna air baby mama out like that? Does it hit it with that 308 from across the field? Yep, I'm sure it did."
And then they doubled down on it in The Fox and the Hound. I was like, wait a minute now, damn it, Disney. What are we doing here?
Right. Yeah, remember he came back. He came back for more. It was like, I'm gonna shoot him again. So I don't think anybody is prepared. First of all, because you couldn't leave that scene out. We were talking about them cutting out certain things. True. You can't cut that out of Bambi.
You can't.
So
Foster going over the cliff.
Once again, you couldn't rewrite that part of the Lion King either. So you gotta relive that trauma.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or what was it?
I'm just at the tolerance level of they finally found Nemo found his dad. I can handle that. That's all I'm at.
When they killed Littlefoot's mama, I dare you. I dare you.
That part.
Live action. We've already seen a million Jurassic Parks, but try to go ahead and live action that.
We had a lot of sad shit.
But the crazy part, Disney also did the same thing for the little dinosaur as well too. They killed they had the dad get swept away, and I was like, what is wrong with y'all?
Right.
Who hurt y'all parents?
Who hurt y'all?
Somebody parent always gotta die. Like, who hurt y'all?
Like, even in Lilo and Stitch, Lilo and Nani are, their parents are gone. Like,
Their parents
what y'all deal with killing off parental people?
Gotta think about that, right?
We can't have a happy
fascination about orphan children.
The Jungle Book, Peter Pan,
listen,
all of them.
Yeah. Other than what the great.
Although Peter Pan is really a dark story, but we go down
Peter
that rabbit hole.
Peter Pan got R. Kelly vibes. So,
I mean, this random child shows up and kidnaps your kids and take them somewhere else, and then tries to keep them forever. Let's talk about this.
He didn't pee on them, though.
That's true.
We don't know.
He didn't pee on them.
We're not even sure if Peter Pan a boy or a girl.
Peter couldn't even get them tights off to piss on nobody.
That's probably why.
Well, we can get deeper in it. Captain Hook was a grown man. He kidnapped the little teenager.
He did.
That's true.
He did.
Captain Hook was a grown man. Talk about you finna give me that.
You know what else that makes me think of? That movie Labyrinth. Have y'all ever seen that one?
It's been a minute.
Oh, y'all have never seen Labyrinth? It's David Bowie who kidnaps a teenage girl and her baby brother. Right. But he's like singing to her about how like he wants her and stuff. She's only like 17 or 18. I'm like
Pocahontas. They make it seem like she was grown. She wasn't.
She wasn't.
Yeah, they altered that. Disney altered the hell out of Pocahontas because Pocahontas wasn't even nowhere close to being a grown woman.
Yeah.
When she came across
John Smith. Yeah. So
Jay.
And he took her back to be colonized. And anyway, we've gone completely off topic and we're gonna wrap it up. So
I love talking Disney. The dark side of Disney.
Great. Now they're gonna be like, we gonna block your channel, you and your 50 subscribers. Anyway, so here we go. Songs of the week. We can get out of here. Who wants to go first? Mickey, you got to hear last, so you can go first.
Wait, hold up.
Wait.
I need to think about this. Hold up.
All right, we'll come back to you. Asylum, go ahead.
I'm not ready. I got
Twix had all week.
You right, I did.
You right. Damn.
And I keep changing my mind, so I ain't ready. Women's
Topaz, come on with your two.
All right, hallelujah. Who you want first, Keys or Topaz? I'll let you pick the order.
They both been outside this week, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. We go Key. We'll start off with Key. We'll let Topaz go last. She need a nap. She been busy.
So Key is going to go with "Make You Mine" by Giveon. Okay. And Topaz is going to go with "Niggas" by Kamaya.
Okay. Looks like both of y'all still scrolling. Asylum, you got it? Or you no, that's still enough.
So I'll go with, right. So I'll go with Hooligan by Baby King. I feel like that's Melissa's jam right now. But let's see what bag. The Asylum is actually with West Side Boogie. And the song is called All Right.
Okay. Mickey G.
Can I double up too?
Sure, why not? Just more work for me on the back end. Go ahead.
Women's prerogative. Have three.
I'm gonna go with Dare by the Gorillas. Sorry, it came on in the gym. I was the only one in the gym, so I got to dance.
I'm gonna need you to stop kicking it with these white dudes.
I like the Gorillas. And then my other one is because I should have said this because I haven't heard this song in a long time, and I shouldn't have went with my being a Florida girl. But I hope she cheats on you with a basketball player.
Hey. All right.
I sang that song with my whole chest in the shower.
Baby, me too.
I have to listen to that. I've never.
Never?
Listen,
Look.
that was the anthem for me back in the day.
Are y'all okay? Like, for real? Like, what's up?
That's when I was dealing with that.
Do we need to stop recording and talk? Are y'all all right?
Why we not all right?
Now that song took me back to that feeling I felt like.
Marsha Ambrosia.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep, that'd be it.
Boom! I shall partake.
I sang it with my whole chest in the shower.
Okay. I'm gonna be relatively normal, and I'm back on my bullshit. There will be no more R&B, but I'm gonna go Lil Wayne, Russian Roulette, because he dropped the Carter this week, so I also had that going. But Lil Wayne, Russian Roulette off the Funeral album, I will go with that one. And with that said, this has been another. I don't even know what I'm gonna title this because we talked about so much.
Chaotic.
I'm gonna be better next time. I'm gonna come up with a game plan and we're gonna stick to at least a subject.
You gotta make an outline.
I do, it don't work. I wait till we get to a breaking point where you guys said something that's sort of what we're supposed to be talking about, and then I merge it back in. But today there was no outline. I don't know where my notebook was. It's somewhere in the stuff. So yes, but today has been another fun-filled day. Everybody, would you please hit them with oh, wait a minute. First of all, Mika and Asylum both have 1,000 things going on before we even get to getting out of here. Who wants to go first with their $1 million lineup?
I'll go first because this is a celebrity and she's on TV. I'm just on social media. So I'm gonna get my little spiel. But no, you can always catch me on any social media platform, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. I am half co-host of 3 different podcasts outside of a fourth of this one. Great Lyricists Only, where we interview legendary hip hop artists, underground and above ground and aspiring. We just finished up a 2-part interview with Osolo. We have Penning New Paths with Rap is Poetry that happens on Monday nights on the Clubhouse app, and that's open mic for poetry. The other is the Intellectual Soapbox. That's on YouTube. It's a baby. It's just taking off. I hate doing this like every week on the schedule, so I'm trying to get regulated and put my big girl draws on. And outside of that, anything else? I also just hooked up a link with merchandise of t-shirts that say welcome to the asylum. I know that's crazy, and I'm excited about those. And so yeah, I'm somewhere out here somewhere. Just, you know what I mean? If you see me, follow. Appreciate you.
Nice. Dang, so much going on. Cinematic Nightmares podcast is taking off. I just finished an interview with the director of The Devil Came to Duval and the cast from that movie. That movie's on Tubi now too. The trailer for Earl E. Christmas that I'm in. The trailer just dropped on Facebook and on Instagram. And tomorrow will be a top 5. I just finished recording and editing the video for Jaws 50-year anniversary. This week I have 2 more. I have another interview and another person I'm doing a top 5 with. And then June 28th is game night. It's Jaws theme, so that's gonna be a fun, good time. Another live episode. So you can follow me on social media at That's So Mikage, or you can follow follow Cinematic Nightmares at Cinematic Nightmares Podcast on Instagram and on YouTube.
There you go. So now we can do our outro. Now that you guys got all the $1 million stuff out.
Wait.
Go ahead.
She got stuff too.
You got stuff too, Key? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I beg my finest part.
Thank you. This summer,
Okay.
you
If
got
you
to
would.
be outside.
Mhm.
Somebody, baby daddy. Hey.
Hey, fly socks and tees.
Okay, I'm
You
back.
know what?
You can catch
We're
me
done. We're done.
outside. It's authentic. I love it. What
We're
is
done
going on here? Can y'all see that?
Yes.
I can't never get no melanin shade.
And with that said, we're done. We're finished. We're pressing the button. It's over. Once again, thank you. I'm your host, Mr. Marcus. Not Mr. Marcus. Please,
Not
don't.
Mr. Marcus.
Mr. Market.
Oh!
Y'all have fucked me up. Thank you. Appreciate it. I definitely need to go take a nap.
Blame
Mr.
us.
101.
Blame us. Uh-huh.
Fuck yeah,
Not
blaming
Mr.
y'all.
Water Bottle versus Ear Podcast.
I am not finna incriminate myself on this podcast no more than I already have. Either way, go on, get your little taglines out of here. We gotta go. I ain't got time for this shit no more. Ain't got time for this harassment.
It's your girl Keys, aka Topaz, aka your resident intelligent hurt rat, and I'll catch y'all next time.
All right. Everybody
What's
get
up? It's your girl Melissa, Malysa. If you flip it around, pronounce it again, it sounds like asylum. And yeah, I know it's crazy. Let's get into it.
And you already know who it is. Your girl, Mikage.
That's it. Thank y'all. We'll see y'all again very shortly. We're done here. You going to turn off.
About a bitch, or we need to talk some shit through.